Another beautiful Monday morning to talk sport right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. This is Dominion Sports, and trust me, this wonderful morning will be taking you into the journey to the world of sports from the local front to the European scene, and also making you understand what's happening in the world of tennis and more right here on the show. I am Paul Abe Toluwanimi, and I'm not alone in the studio this wonderful morning. I have Mabuba, the queen of sport, because I saw some highlights yesterday on your X page, creating so much buzz, and I can understand the buzz around it, and I'm so excited for you. But let's start off from the weekend. What was the weekend like for you in the world of sports, and top of the morning to you?
Thank you very much, Luwanimi. There was a number of actions to look forward to over the weekend, and yesterday I would say was the highlight because I got the opportunity to go down to the Masigba Stadium to watch the blockbuster encounter between Shooting Stars and Enugu Rangers, and I have a lot to say regarding that match and about a number of players there, but we definitely have the time to dissect all of that, and thank you for having me once more.
It looks like your page are full this wonderful morning, and I'm sure we'll be talking about the MPFL result this wonderful morning. Let's have that on the screen if we can have the result from the games that happened over the weekend when it comes to the MPFL match day 32. There you have it, Bendel Insurance against Plateau United. The game ended 2-1. Kwara United against Nasarawa United. The game ended 1-0. Also on Sunday, we call it Super Sunday right here. El Kanami Warriors welcomed Remo Stars. The game ended 1-1. Shooting Stars against Rangers International at the Lakon Salami Stadium. The game ended 3-1. Barao and Castina United played a goalless draw, the only game that did not produce a goal. Let me inform you that Niger Tornadoes welcomed Wiki Tourist 2-0. Eyimba FC against Abia Warriors. The game ended 2-1. Bayelsa United against Kano Pillars. The game ended 4-1. Let me inform you that Mount watering goals encounter against Ikorodu City and Warri Wolves 4-3. And Rivers United yet again back on form 4-2. Let's start off with the game between Bendel Insurance and Plateau United. For you, I think we analyzed that game on Friday, saying these teams need to get a result. But Plateau United going away from home to Bendel Insurance, a team in form, got 1 point from that game.
Okay, one thing I mentioned at the last analysis that we did on Friday was the fact that these two teams on ground, they definitely are, shall I say, they have a lot to fight for. And these two sides are trying to secure as much points as they can because we're heading towards the end of the season. And as you can see, the match ended on a draw 2-3. Basically shows that these two teams went in there putting their very best in it. But at the same time, no team was able to secure all 3 points. They had to share the spoils 1-1 points. But at the same time, they still have a number of matches, 6 matches, maybe. With that, they can still put in a lot more momentum, and maybe with that, they can definitely get the result they're hoping for before the season ends.
Amazing. All right. For me, I was expecting that, Kennedy Boboye said we should be able to pick out all 3 points. But you look at Plateau United with the, reinforcement of the Oracle, they call him Benga Gubote, coming to the system, just been able, to shift the mindset of the players, telling them you can do this, fought them out of relegation battle, and now they look like a team who can stay afloat, maybe the top 10, or maybe still grab a ticket. You look at the MPFL this season, it's just maybe 5.3 points achieved, relegation battle, and also the top of the table.
You see, the thing I've noticed over time is that none of these teams can be underestimated. The fact that they don't have a number of matches, a lot of matches on ground, they don't have that much time. So it's either they go all in now or they risk losing it all. So I understand why